So Tony, all in AEW, Ring of Honor, you have made deals with in the past with Impact, New Japan Pro Wrestling, NWA. What is that that you desire? Anything else that you desire in the pro wrestling business? To do for the pro wrestling business.
It's really hard to do this every week, and I don't take it for granted. And like, how many times is there anybody in here who's watched all the Nitros and Thunders through more than once? If anybody, show of hands. It always ends the same way, doesn't it? It always ends the same way. And it's when you take your eye off the ball, and it's sad that it ends that way, isn't it? Every time, and you want it to go differently. And I'm the last person in the world who should go differently. I'm literally like the last person on the planet who should be hoping that turned out differently than it did. But yet I watch it, and it's still hard to watch. And I never want that again for the fans. And I think it was hard transition period, and I hated the uncertainty for the fans of Ring of Honor, what was going to happen, because it wasn't in my decision. I wasn't the one who decided what was going to, all I could do is make my best offer. And thankfully it was good enough and it was accepted. And I knew that immediately there were things I could do to help this company. And obviously, as soon as I knew that they were going to accept my offer and that this was going to go forward, I knew I had a lot of wrestlers in AEW already that could go back, like a Jay Lethal, like a Lee Moriarty, Mercedes Martinez, even Willow, who wrestled in Ring of Honor but has also been a regular in AEW for a long time. And reaching out to Samoa Joe. It made a lot of sense when the timing was right. I couldn't do it right away necessarily, but it worked out, and it's a great story, and I think it was a great night. So for me, I just want to keep it going. I would like to keep, and that involves the fans. Like, I can't do it. I need all of you, and it involves the fans and the media, and it involves the people covering wrestling. And I don't ask anybody to sugarcoat it. I just want people to watch the wrestling and give it a chance. Sometimes it's hard because it's not hard. Oh my God, it's great. I have the easiest job in the world. Sometimes I get, sometimes I work myself up because I feel like AEW, because we do things the right way and have good shows pretty regularly, and there's a decent amount of wrestling in almost every episode. If we ever get away from something or do something that people don't like, I feel like people are almost very quick sometimes, but I also don't take the support for granted. But sometimes I think we get held to a different standard than other people. And that's okay, because I think we probably did that to ourselves, and it's a good thing, because if people have liked the shows that much, where people have said that many positive things about the pay-per-views and the TV shows we've done, I think it's a really good thing. I also think that the quality of AEW and the quality of the recent pay-per-views, the three biggest pay-per-views in terms of buy rates we've ever done, have been the last three, and they've arguably also been the three best pay-per-views we've ever done, with Revolution, Full Gear, and All Out. That's our three biggest commercially, and probably our three best. And so it sets a high standard of performance, and I think people wonder what was going to happen with Ring of Honor, and I really felt like we lived up to our expectations, which is great. Like, there's been shows that had really good matches and really good moments on them, like All Out 2020. And that's like a really good example, because like I would go back and do things totally different about that show again if I could. But I also think there's a lot of really great stuff on All Out 2020. And so I think there's, I still look at the positives there. But when you do a show like this, where pretty much everything comes out perfect, or like Revolution last month, where everything's great, and really our last few shows, and where the fans are happy and the wrestlers are happy, and coming out really positive in terms of injuries, because it's a very dangerous sport, and everyone's okay, it seems like, which is great. That's always a great thing. So no, there's nothing else I want except to keep the fans watching AEW, and now to keep fans interested in Ring of Honor, and the fan interest in what the fans here in the Dallas Metroplex, and all the people who came and traveled here for this show, or for whatever show they came here for, the people who are here tonight, and the thousands and thousands of people who bought the show on pay-per-view, way beyond anybody's wildest expectations, are what really probably mean that there's a really good future for Ring of Honor. I have a good feeling.